Way to go, Tic Tac!
That's how you punch.
Wakanda forever!
You wouldn't have heard of me.
Let me put you on hold.
Dance off, bro! He's a friend from work!
I can do this all day.
Yeah, I know.
What up, guys? It's Dom, and welcome back to another TV show review. Today we'll be going over and ranking Blue Mountain State Season 2. So I'm glad that they actually added the continuous plot into Season 2, which they definitely lacked in Season 1. It's not so many different stories, each episode being something completely different, not really linking to each other. This one in Season 2 did. You can follow along the team. You know exactly how many wins and how many losses they have. It follows along their season's progress all the way up to the championship. So it's that continuity that it has makes it feel more real. It makes it more engaging because you know what's going on and you know everything is connected in the end. So without further ado, let's just go right over the 7 essential aspects of a movie. The first essential aspect is plot. I meant to say TV show. I know I just said movie, but I did mean TV show. So like I said in the beginning, the continuous plot that it has, definitely a big plus. I like that it still has the comedic aspect of being many different interesting stories, but because each episode is tied together with the team and what the team's going through overall, not just individually, it makes it for a better story. It makes it more real. It makes it more engaging. So plot, honestly, from what happened here, I found myself really enjoying it. I know it's because I like football, so if you don't, you won't find yourself enjoying it as much. But I still think the comedic aspect it has brings in a certain amount of audience, even if they don't like football. So I'll say the plot was done well. The second essential aspect is attraction. So like I was saying when I was reviewing the first season, this kind of comedy is very hit or miss. It's raunchy comedy. I'm not sure if everyone is going to like it. Obviously, not everyone will like it. I personally do. So I found myself enjoying the jokes, enjoying the concepts, enjoying everything that was going on because I just like that style. So if it's not for you, you won't like it. But me personally, I think the attraction was really well done. The third essential aspect is dialogue. I think the dialogue is more well done in Season 2 than it was in Season 1. I think that the characters, since they already developed throughout the first season, besides the new characters, they already have this relationship between them. So the conversations felt more fluid, they felt more real. The actors knew how to correctly converse with the other actors in order to make it sound like actual dialogue that real people would have. So it's just an improvement. I feel like it will improve even more into the third season, just because the timeline, it makes sense. It does. But nonetheless, I think they did a really good job with dialogue as well. The fourth essential aspect is acting. So when it comes to the acting, all the main characters did a good job. No one really had an Oscar-worthy performance just because this isn't the type of show to have the writing to give you that chance. But there's still a bunch of noteworthy people that did good acting. Darren Brooks, who played Alex Moran, he was the main character. He did just as good in this season as he did in the first season. He is a very character that you want to follow along. You want to hear more about what happens in his life. Alan Richardson, who played Thad, I actually found myself enjoying Thad a lot more in this second season than I did in the first season. I think it could be because of the writing as well, but I do think the acting was done a lot better. Chris Romano, who played Sammy Cacciatore, again, just the funny guy. He was just meant to be funny, the way he acted and talked, and he did that successfully. Paige Kennedy, who played Randon Randell, the newest character in this season, he was a very interesting character, and he had an interesting story behind him. So the acting did have to be well done in order for it to be perceived well. But I think he did a pretty good job. Ed Marinaro, who played Coach Marty Daniels, one of my favorite characters, I think he did a phenomenal job with him as well. He had more of a bigger role in this season than just the head coach in the last season. So it was cool to see more about him and see where his story went. And also Frankie Shaw, who played Mary Jo, Sammy's sister. And she was introduced at the beginning of this season, and she was a interesting addition to the already existing school because Alex Moran had a thing for her, and then it just caused a lot more drama, which added more plot. So I think her being there and being acted well was definitely a big advantage for Season 2. The fifth essential aspect is cinematography. So for visuals of cinematography, there wasn't really much going on. There wasn't any incredible CGI or really interesting anything. I mean, I guess the wardrobe could count. Their costumes are really good. But besides that, I mean, nothing really worth mentioning. But when it did come to the emotional side, you were more invested with these characters. Now, that could be because Season 1 already started this character development and you already knew about them. So the only really new characters you had to worry about was Radon and Mary Jo. But I feel like just the stories and the plot and everything going on with these characters made them more intriguing, made them more made you want to get more emotionally invested in them. So it helps with the emotional side of cinematography. So I think honestly, emotionally it did well. Visually, I mean, it did all it needed to do. It didn't need much. The sixth essential aspect is soundtrack. So when it comes to the soundtrack, I mean, I already said it in the first season, but it is fantastic. I love the theme song for this show. I said it last time, I'm going to say it again. It is one of my favorites out of all the shows I've watched, so soundtrack just has to be really, really good. And the seventh essential aspect is time. So as a show in general, I definitely think it stands the test of time. I think this is a widely known show. When it comes to just this second season, I think it is remembered as the season that did improve itself off of the first season. I think people would know the difference between the season where Craig Shiloh is in it and Radon Raydell is in it, and then the third season. So I think each individual season is remembered well, but also in general, the show definitely stands the test of time. Now, on to the rating. So I gave the first season a 75%, and I know that this is definitely an improvement, so I'm going to give it an 80%. I think, depending on who's watching, it could really be an 85 to a 65. I think it just depends on who you are, because you might not like the comedy or the concept or the acting or the plot as much as I do. I just think it's most of the way there to that 100% to being the perfect show, but I know it's not for everyone. So for anyone else, who knows what it would be, but for me, I'm going to put it at 80. And finally, the rankings. So individually, it's going to be first above season 1. I was saying it the entire video. I just think it has a better plot, better emotional attachment to characters with cinematography. The characters are just the same. The acting is the same, if not better. I just think it's an overall improvement to the first season. So it's no doubt in my mind that it's above season 1. And in all time, it's going to now be first above Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I think now with both of these Blue Mountain State seasons included, overall, I think it's better than Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I just think that only having one season, it doesn't have as much to offer as 2 seasons of Blue Mountain State does. So for me, it was somewhat of an easy decision. Obviously, there is some parts that Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has better. I feel like the plot is more interesting and more widely regarded as good compared to Blue Mountain State does. But I think if you're taking all the pieces and nitpicking, I think BMS does have the edge on just one season of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's all I have for Blue Mountain State Season 2. If you guys enjoyed this review, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to comment what movie you want me to review next. Oh, and TV show you want me to review next. If you want to see someone that does a similar type of thing, he doesn't do TV shows, he just does movies for now, but check out my best friend, Mr. Majoritarian. He's the one that got me into movie reviewing in the first place. So definitely go check him out. His link will always be in my description. And I hope you guys have an amazing night. Peace out.